Good morning YouTube and welcome back. This week we're going to be doing a ground mount system on a beautiful old school. This school is going to be converted into a home, and because planning wouldn't allow them to put solar panels on the roof, we're going to be doing this on a ground mount system. Come with us and see how we're going to achieve this.
I'm up on the bank where we're going to put the panels, and as you can see, the customer has been really helpful and he's cut out some slots in the bank and he's made us a little ledge that we can work off.
You can feel like a chair there.
You could. There's going to be 2 rows of panels, 26 altogether. One row is going to go at this level and one row is going to go above. You can see behind me that the building is going to offer a bit of shade, but we're hoping we've got these high enough that it should mitigate that as much as possible. Because where I'm standing here, if I look across the building, you've got the hills the other side anyway, so getting any higher wouldn't really benefit too much more. Down below me, there's an outbuilding, and that's where all the equipment's going to go. So this up here will be the GSE ground mount ballast system. So they're going to be galvanized boxes which will slot into these holes. We're going to fill them full of ballast to weigh them down, and then there'll be rails built along them which we can attach the panels to. Down there the equipment will sit. We'll show you later on in the video what that's going to be, but it's going to have to be substantial because there's a 3-phase supply and 26 panels, so they need enough power to help them with their air source heat pump that's going to go out there also. If we head down to the bottom, the team are down there and they're going to assemble all of these one by one and bring them up to save them having to work in all the wet here. So we're building these boxes now. We've got 14 of them going up there. We've chosen this system because you've seen the access, it's terrible. The alternatives would be a pile-driven system where you drive piles in and build from it. If you want to see one of them, we've done a video before, that'll be on our channel. Go check it out. Another option would be a concrete ballast system, so you'd put concrete up there and then you'd bolt to that. But again, that means digging bigger holes, getting concrete up there. And if we're going to have to take concrete up there, we may as well keep less intrusion, put these boxes there and carry the ballast up. So later this week or maybe next week, once these are in place, we're going to have to bring ballast here in a trailer and then get plenty of buckets, and it's going to take some muscle to fill the buckets, walk them up and fill these up. But as they only need just over 100 kilos each, that shouldn't take too long. What do they say?
Yeah, man.
What? No.
Feel give it up.
Now the team have assembled the ballast boxes. They've put the brackets on the top and tightened them all up. The top rails are going to sit on these, the bottom rails on the bottom ones, and that's where the panel will attach to. We're going to carry these up, put them in the bank, and then our next visit will be filling them full of ballast, putting the bottom row of rails on and attaching the modules. These are the ballast boxes going in, and you can probably picture in your head now what we were talking about earlier in the video. It's going to be a challenge to fill these with ballast because each one's got to have over 100 kilos in it, and we're going to have to bring them all up those steps as you've just seen. So I think the logical answer, and we've done this before for a previous ground mount to mix concrete, we brought the ballast up in buckets. So we're going to have to bring the trailer up to the drive. We're going to have a few of us shoveling and filling buckets and a few of us taking buckets up and maybe swap. Probably going to be 3 or 4 ton bags. So it's going to be a fair amount to bring up, but it'll be a nice day. Good workout.
Cardboard at the end.
So this is the ballast that we're putting into these buckets, and then we've got to carry them. We're only doing 3 scoops in each bucket, and then we've got 2 each, and we've got a lot of buckets to do.
How many buckets do you need to do?
How many buckets?
Let's do a bet. What are you betting on?
300. Yeah, if you didn't. 220 buckets, I'd say.
Around it to 140.
140.
Loser buys a pint.
Yeah, that's
Two winners and a loser.
that's fair.
Pint of Guinness.
Pint of Guinness.
Here we are.
This is the ballast.
3 scoops of
It's
that
pretty
per
much
bucket.
just sand and pebbles in, and it gets pretty heavy.
What does it taste like?
Tastes nice. Does it smell like? Oh, you actually?
Oh, you did it.
How was it to bring boxes with ballast?
It's quite tough because, as you can see, the path's not the best. It's quite narrow, and yeah, it's obviously got 2 buckets either side, but the boys are doing pretty well so far. But yeah, just keep on going until we get them done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said it was easy just a second ago.
yeah, it's easy. I'm just trying to make it sound hard for the camera, see?
Okay. Perfect.
I think it's going to be a tiring day.
So what we're doing at the minute is we have run a string line from end to end of the ballast boxes, and basically this is going to set our level. We are adjusting the heights of each box, and then when the rails go on then, as long as we can get it as close to perfect level as possible, the panels should sit nice and flush and level with the hill as well.
Reducing our carbon footprint really matters to us. So to generate our electricity from solar was really, really important. It's a Grade 2 listed Victorian schoolhouse. We didn't want to impact on the character of the building, and it also sits in a beautiful Towie Valley, so we didn't want to impact on the landscape either. So installing it on the bank behind the house was the perfect option, and it should give us sufficient electricity for all of our needs within the house and our air source heat pump. So when we approached Kieran, our request really was to have a solar system that would meet the needs of living here in this Victorian schoolhouse, including the electricity supply to the air source heat pump that will provide our heating and hot water. But we also wanted a system that would fit into the landscape of this Grade 2 listed property, and what KA have come up with is perfect for us.
So now we've built all the ballast boxes, the next step is to go and get the power wall out of the van. So once we've got it out, we're going to look at how we're going to strap it up with the lifting straps, see what's the best way. We're going to have a look at our route. There's one bit that's a bit more challenging than the rest. There's a trench, as you can see, that well, it's going to cause a bit of an issue, so we've got to get a bit creative on how we're going to get it through. After that, we'll get it into the room and we'll look at mounting it.
It was 130 kilos, pretty heavy. Easy. I'm a linguist.
Compleaños feliz.
Por favor.
F-A-V.
Por favor.
Is it? Is it por favor?
Oh, when I went to Tenerife, I was saying
por
por favor.
favor now.
I was saying por favor in Tenerife.
Welcome back to day 3. The clouds have stopped pouring down on us. This week has been torrential, and luckily it's a dry morning here for the team. Will and Connor are here putting the rails on. We showed you last time we were here what we were doing with the boxes and putting the ballast in them to retain them in their positions. Now that that's all settled, we're putting the rails on, and then once they're all secure, the boys will follow up today and attach all of the modules so that the array is looking all beautiful and ready to produce power. I love the boom mic as well.
Oh, what? He loves the boom mic. The furry thing.
The boom mic.
Yeah.
It's called a dead cat, this thing.
Dead cat?
Yeah.
Fucking poor cat, mate. Fucking hell.
When we're installing these rails, because they come in certain lengths and our array is a larger length, to create the rail being longer and secure, we have these joining brackets or splice plates. And basically these sit in the bottom of the rail, and then you tighten up either side of each rail, and that basically secures it in nice and tight.
You can see behind me the cable laying in the shrubbery. That's been put in ready to bring the DC down from the array into the plant room. On the topic of cables, our cable of choice today is the Doncaster PV Ultra 4-core. So this is a 6mm 4-core, and it... No, is it? No. On the topic of cables, this is the Doncaster... Who are they? Doncaster what, guys? On the topic of cables, this here is the DC... No, it's not. On the topic of cables, today our cable of choice is the Doncaster Cables PV Ultra. So this is a 6mm 4-core FWA.
No!
Take 7! On the topic of cables, this here is our cable of choice. This is the Doncaster Cables PV Ultra. So this is a 6mm 4-core DC specific armoured cable. That means it's got double insulated internal cores, unlike a normal SWA you'd use for AC applications. It's going to come down the bank from the array where it's going to be attached to some DC isolators, and then it enters the back wall of the plant room, and I'll show you down there where it's going to go to the inverter. We're in the plant room, and this is just below the array.
For fuck's sake!
We're here in the plant room, and this is just below the array, so the PV Ultra comes in the back wall, around the top of the trunking, and then drops down to the DC isolators in the corner. These then feed the power wall, and then this is all going to be connected to the AC. We haven't quite finished that. As you can see, there's a lot going on. The heating engineers are in here doing their bit, and I'm hoping later in the week we can get in here and finish off our pieces.
Excuse me, mate. I look any good.
Alright from here, see, but obviously you're up close there, aren't you?
It's easier to see from a distance when it comes to panels.
You know, it isn't rising, it's following the line, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry?
You look very cinematic up there with the view.
Do I really?
Yeah, you do.
Kind eye, see?
Work it.
So this is what the first row looks like with all the panels on. It's nice, neat and tidy, and it's perfectly level. This client has opted for the DMEG 450 watt panels. We have 2 separate strings on both sides of the array. So we've got 12 panels per array, and combined they produce a total of 18,800 kilowatts of electricity.
Does look so good. So satisfying, isn't it? Welcome to the last day. We're here on site getting some videos for you to show you all completed. You can see behind me the array in all its glory. It is miserable today. We have been round the corner this morning on another job. I'm not sure if we'll show you that one, but something similar, large array, Tesla Powerwall. So we'll take you down in the plant room now and show you exactly what we've done there and go into detail about how the system's going to work and how it's going to protect this property in a power outage. Ooh. It is Halloween. So we're back in the plant room here, and you can see we've got the Tesla Powerwall behind me, all powered on. Apologies for how dark it is. It is miserable outside, and we're working on the property to rewire and put all lighting in these outbuildings as well. We haven't quite got that done, but the solar is on. We have the gateway here for the full whole home backup. You will notice that this is a 3-phase supply. Now, at the moment, Tesla don't do a 3-phase unit, and the house is actually only on single phase. So although we have 3-phase coming in here, that goes to a 3-phase distribution board beside us. The house then only takes 1 phase in. The reason they've got 3-phase is it was a new supply, and they've got a 3-phase heat pump. Although this isn't 3-phase, because it's got the 3-phase gateway, this system will monitor all 3 phases. So in effect, if it sees use on one of the other phases, it will over-generate on the phase this is on, which is phase 1, send the power back through the polyphase meter, and counter off any incoming power to phase 2 or 3. So in effect, it will cover phase 2 and 3 by zeroing your meter. Now, most of their power is going to be used by the house until their heat pump turns on, but this will help that. Of course, they've got a huge array up there, 24 panels, and then they've got their 13.5 kilowatt hours of storage here with an 11 kilowatt inverter. In the event of a power cut, this will turn itself to the battery and disconnect the grid using the grid relays in the gateway, and it will power the house because of course the whole house is on phase 1. They will lose the heat pump, but in a power outage scenario, to power that heat pump, because it is very large, they'd need such a big battery bank and array, it wouldn't work anyway. So logically, they want to turn that off to conserve battery so that in a power outage, they'll still have sockets to charge, keep their fridge running, they'll have Wi-Fi, they'll have lights, and they do have log burners, so they can heat the property that way. So I'm signing off this video in this lovely Welsh weather. If you've got an interesting project like this and you think that we can help you, then get in touch. All of our details are in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe because we've got more of this content on the way.
How many buckets?
Let's do a bet. What are you betting on?
300. 220 buckets, I'd say.
Round it to 140.
140.
Loser buys a pint.
Yeah, that's
There you go. 2 winners and a loser.
That's fair.
Pint of Guinness.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the KA Bucket Guesser Awards. My name is Jack and I'll be your presenter today. Let's get into the rankings. In 3rd place, we have Jake. In 2nd place, we have Connor. And in 1st place, we have the one, the only, Will. For those of you playing along at home, how close did you get to the correct number of buckets? And did you beat our champion?
5 hours later.
Yeah, can I get 4 Guinnesses, please?
No.
Can I get a non-alcoholic Guinness, please? Thank you.
Let me back. He's on the non-alcoholic.
Me?
Should we start from the 3rd place?
We signed up for
That's exactly what I was doing. You never start with the winner. You save the best for last, don't you? Bestow upon you. 3rd place, sir. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations.
Has he got a 3 on it?
He does have a 3.
for you, Connor.
Jake's getting 3 man tonight.
I bestow upon you the second place.
Thank you, sir.
Well done, sir. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Can you show me your medal as well?
Our pride and joy. Congratulations, sir.
I mean, they got this
Pleasure.
up, mate.
Golden rest. Golden rest. Golden rest.
I gotta make this one.
Oh, cheers, yeah. Oh, yeah.